Really nice to welcome you to the school, to have you here in this important fundraising event. There are only road closures in place for the mass start of the event. They won't be in place on the entire course, so you will need to visit those marshals whenever you have to cross the road. And there will be livestock on part of the course for the 10k race. You'll be running through fields with horses and cows in them. And also there is some electric fencing in those fields. As our marshals discovered this morning, it is still on. So you shouldn't be anywhere near it if you're on the correct course, but please try to avoid touching any of that electric fencing or you will literally get an ice shock.
Today I'm at the start for the Ridge Road Half Marathon.
And how does the timing work here?
It is on the back of the race number.
Okay.
And these are antennas that they just picked the chip.
Okay.
They read the sequence and record the time span.
Shortly we're going to have the 10k. Got the 1k races just gone past, and that's primarily focused for the kids. And the reason why this race exists is because it's a way to fundraise for the local school. This is a charity race run by volunteers, and all proceeds go towards the Bledlow Ridge School Association.
Yes. I'm Mel Sage, I'm race director for the Ridge Off-Roader half. It's really good. I've got a very good team with me. Obviously all volunteers, just like I am. We give up our time for free. And all the marshals out on the course, we've got a very good set of race instructions, so they know exactly where to help me out if I do need it. Just approaching Wiggins Lane, coming up to the 4th water table. So at some point one of them is going to have to decide whether he's a sprinter, not a endurance runner.
Okay, so another quick update. We've still got the two same front runners, Michael Johnson and Chris Starling.
Hi Emma, thank you for speaking to me today. So you're the race announcer, which you've been doing since for like 9 years, is that true?
Yeah, so it's a great job, so lovely to be part of this event. It's an amazing event run entirely by volunteers and the sort of school association here at Bledlow Ridge School, so it's absolutely my pleasure to be part of it, and it's really great fun to cheer the runners on. I think as the announcer here, I love being part of people's excitement, so that build up. I'm a runner myself, and I know that feeling when you're standing listening to the briefing and the excitement, and I just get those vibes off the runners. I really want to be taking off with them on the start line, to be honest. It's so exciting to be part of that. I love the enthusiasm for running.
Well done, Andrew. How was that for you?
Very tough, but lovely.
It's a beautiful course, but it's quite a tough one.
So I'm Mel, Mel C. I look after the marketing for the event. So I do all the social media, I speak to the sponsors, coordinate the medals, generally quite a bit of it.
So I'm Alistair Hayward, I'm the head teacher of the school here, and I'm here helping out our team of volunteers who put the race together.
So my name's Simon Creek, I live in the village. I've been working with the Ridge Off-Roader Committee for about 6 years or so now. I do a lot of the organisation of things like road closures, notifying the safety advisory group. I designed the half marathon route as well, so I'm just kind of a keen runner. And I see this as a great event for the village, so the more people we can get out and out to the school as well, the better.
So this is the half marathon and the 10k routes. So we're going to start off here at Bledlow Ridge School. On the Ridgeway we're going to be on the UK's oldest road. It's 5,000 years old. It's part of the National Trails routes for the UK. And we're going to be on that up to kilometre 13, which is Chiltern Hill, also known as Cardiac Hill.
One thing I want to talk about is what are the challenges on sort of putting together the course and designing it. I mean, you said you designed the half marathon course.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest thing around here is that as soon as you step away from the road, you're in like amazing countryside in all directions, and it's really about trying to link together the kind of the best of the best, if you can, and doing it in such a way that obviously you've got to get through in the right distance, and you've got to stick to the footpaths. So I went out, it was about 3 years ago, spent about 2 or 3 months just running all the footpaths around here, and then get back to the map and just try and piece it all together to make it as tough as possible, but also as enjoyable. Beautiful views.
What's your favourite part of the course that you've put
My favourite part is Chiltern Hill.
So we have had our first runner up the epic Chiltern Hill climb.
Wow.
It's the grind up from the bottom of Chiltern Hill up to the top at about kilometre 16. It just starts gentle, gets steeper and steeper and steeper, and turns into a staircase at the end. It's brutal, but it's a lot of fun.
That one when you come along.
the
the bottom. That is so savage.
Well done, great job. Follow it around this way, great job.
What's one of your favourite parts of the day?
My favourite part is actually this bit here, when we see people coming in and being handed their medals and collapsing on the ground. I think probably the second favourite part is the kids' races, because they don't really know what's going on until they've been here and run it a few times, and they're doing it as part of this big overall race. It's on their school, and they're all really enjoying themselves. And
Especially the children's race, seeing them all lined up so competitive and go blasting out at the start for 3 laps of the playing field. A couple of years ago I was running at the front of the children's race, and they're so fast for that first lap, even as an adult it's hard to stay ahead of them. But then come the second lap, the third lap, they're just slower and slower and slower, but then when they get there at the end, I think it's amazing.
I love seeing the children involved in sport. I'm passionate about keeping kids in sport as well, so just to see that effort that people put in to come out on a Sunday and give their time and put their effort into running up these big hills, I just find that lovely to be part of, and to see their excited and relieved faces as they cross the finish line.
As head, I really enjoy the kids' races. I think it's really great for them to come in and get an experience of what a race event is like, and hopefully encourages some of them to keep going as well. But actually, the best bits for me, I think, is the finish line. When people start coming in, and actually you just see them all congratulating each other on a well fought race, and also just seeing the encouragement that people give each other. The people who finished, as finishers are coming in, they're sticking around to encourage people and cheer them over the finish line. I think it's just a really nice community event where everyone's there to support everyone else.
So I'm Chris Darling from Tame Runners, local to the area, so I know some of the hills out this way, but it's a great course. First place is a really good result, and pushed hard to the finish. It's a good challenge.
I was listening on the mic and hearing you two go back and forth, so it seemed like quite a competitive race throughout. So
yeah, it was great. I could see it was stronger on the hills, but it was just a beautiful part. It's my first time in this area. It's a beautiful part of the world to be running. A wonderful competitor. Just really great fun.
Well done. I'm going to grab a quick word with our incoming head. She probably really doesn't want to speak to me right now. How was that, Natasha? I know you're a keen runner. I believe you've done marathons and things. How was this course? Such a lovely countryside. The weather's gorgeous. Yeah, nice to have a good girl. Let you recover. I've done a 10K and I haven't won it. What an amazing effort. Big hand for Ellie, please.
So it comes back into the school, and it means that our teachers are able to pay for subscriptions to online services that the children use. It pays for equipment in the classrooms, be it pens, screens, that kind of thing. So it's absolutely vital. I mean, most primary schools have a deficit in funding, and our school is no exception. We're a small village school, so literally every penny we can raise just goes towards the school to help with all the things that we just can't buy otherwise. So I've got a daughter in year 1, a son in year 3 and a son in year 5.
Yeah, so I've had the pleasure of having 3 children go through this school. So my eldest is now doing GCSE, so he's well past this stage, but my daughter is finishing here this year.
So both of my children have gone through here. My youngest is now in year 5, and it's a small village school. Very single form entry, maybe 24 kids in a class. The schools are very much running out of money. That's anything that we can raise from this go to the school, and it'll mean that I think we've paid for a new computer suite.
Really essential, key fundraiser for the school. It raises a huge amount of money if you look at it in terms of budgetary sort of terms.
With maximum we've raised one year was something like 12k. So we're not talking little amounts of money, but again we'll have to see how we go. hopefully it'll be on next.
I mean, the school really needs the cash, and this is one of the best ways that the school has in the year of raising money. So it gets the whole community involved, it gets the children involved in the running as well. And you can see like it's all being done here on site today. It gets everyone in, everyone chips in, and it's an amazing event.
We appreciate that it's not money from in the school community, it's coming from outside as well, so it's a real big help and helps keep our budget going.
I think the difficulties that we've had post-COVID are trying to get enough runners to be able to join the event. We've had a lot of local events where they've not been able to run this year, unfortunately, because they've just not had the sign-up. So I think that's the biggest thing.
It's phenomenal, and people do have a really strong feeling for the school as a village school. They're willing to give their time. Most of the volunteers here are either parents at the school now or have a previous connection. And in fact, the village loves the school, and actually lots of people who live in the village whose children may have left 20 years ago actually do come out and help marshal. So it doesn't just have to be the current parent body, it's people that have over the years benefited from this lovely little village school. So.
Race to the finish! Come on, guys! What a brilliant run! What a finish!
So I'm running the London Marathon this year, so I'm running on behalf of Sea Rider, which is a local hospice.
Okay.
My mum.
Okay. So it's a great ride to us as well.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The furthest I've gone so far is about 17 miles.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. It's been great speaking to you, Mel. Every time you say Mel C, I keep thinking Sporty Spice.
I know.
It definitely works, especially the running side as well. So good luck for London, and I'll hopefully see you there as well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Take care.
The speed runner said, went past his wife, Marshall, and said 10 minutes, darling, 10 minutes. And that was his speed, not necessarily last runner's speed, because it's been about 20 minutes.
Okay.
But we can look where the runners are, and then we can go, we know that it's going to be X time from back to table. So, rather than what you can see.
I think it's really good, especially for what it's actually doing in terms of raising money after the school. It seemed like a really good event, and like everyone I spoke to just had like so many positive vibes about it. So,
well, I suppose the whole thing is that it's a race from the community for the community to help fundraise for the school. So, you know, everyone's invested, especially when your kids go to the school. So.